Oh, thank you for having me. So great to be back in New York.
Good to see you.
Yeah. So excited about this movie.
Yeah. I think we all are.
Yeah. It's just great to get back in the tights. You know?
Yeah.
David?
Yes?
Doesn't look like Tobey Maguire.
You know, I was just thinking that myself. I was thinking this, I had been here a long time, hadn't been, but it doesn't look like the guy.
No, I'm
I think it's Topher Grace.
It's the other guy. That's what I was thinking.
No,
It's the other guy.
No.
It's Topher Grace.
No, it's
No,
the
no.
other guy.
But,
Not Tobey Maguire.
I will tell you, he does an amazing. He really steals the movie. Hey, what? Topher. What are you doing? What? I didn't think you were going to show up, man.
It's opening weekend, you know. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Huh? Get
All
him.
right, well, yeah.
Get him.
Kind of embarrassing.
Get him. How about that? How about that little weasel?
Yeah, he's always doing that.
Nice to see you. You know, it's been, good heavens, has it been 4 years since you were here? Now, what is the problem? We got wind that there had been some kind of a problem. I mean, 4 years is a long time, for heaven's sakes. What was the problem?
You know, it's a long time, but Dave, I don't know if you remember, but last time I was here, it got a little awkward, a little, I don't know, we just didn't click. I actually,
really?
yeah, I brought a clip. I was looking through the footage, and I brought a clip to show you, to remind you.
You brought a clip of the awkwardness of the last appearance?
Yes.
Let's take a look.
All right.
Had you read the book, Seabiscuit?
I did read the book while Gary Ross, the writer-director, was writing the script.
Yeah, but not as awkward as tonight's show. How about this? Here's Entertainment Weekly. We got one cover right there with your smiling face, and then another cover right there. Look at that. 2 different covers of the same issue. That's pretty impressive. And the total money that the Spider-Man films have made is well over $1 billion. Is that right?
That's what they tell me.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one is perhaps be even more financially successful than the first 2.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the movie, and I hope people like it.
Yeah. Are you making a lot of money on these films?
I do okay. I don't make Letterman money, but I do okay.
Oh, well. There's something wrong then. Now, congratulations. Since we last saw you, many, many, many things have happened. But the most important in your life is you became a father.
Yes, I did.
Hey, nice going.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
And you have a little girl.
Yeah.
And how old is your daughter?
She's 5.5 months old.
Oh, well, there you go. That's just great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. And what was that like from the moment just before the baby girl arrived till after and subsequently? It's a dramatic change, isn't it?
It's a very dramatic change. I mean, my whole life is in transition now, with friendships and where I'm going to live and, just your whole perspective.
But it's all you think about, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is.
You
It's great.
really have to wrestle thoughts of your daughter out of your mind, or that's all that would consume you every second.
It
wouldn't
does, yeah. She's so adorable and she's just a smiley little beautiful thing.
Yeah, and I think you and I have something else in common. You're not married either. Is that correct?
Yes, this is correct.
It's hard to get away with, isn't it?
Well, I've been engaged for a year.
Oh yeah, me too. I've been engaged for quite a while. Oh sure.
But I just want to say on that subject, I'm very excited to marry Jen, and I love you very much.
Yeah, me too. The same thing goes for me. But as I understand it, you just got so busy that really the plans for the marriage had to be kind of pushed back and pushed back.
Yeah.
But there will be a big, huge gala, right?
Yeah, or it might be small.
Small, sure, yeah. And probably like to have a larger family, more kids, maybe.
That's a possibility. Yeah.
Honeymoon.
I'm sure we would do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really gotten that far yet.
yeah.
How about yourself? I mean,
Huge honeymoon, huge gala celebration.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy. But now, with the role of Spider-Man comes a responsibility to the young kids. So when you go out and talk to the young kids and they see you as Spider-Man,
Yeah.
well, what kind of questions do they ask you, and what do you say to the kids?
I'll tell you, it's so cute. When they're really young, sometimes they don't quite know, like, if I'm real or if I'm an actor, and I'm not sure how to respond to their questions. You know, I try to gauge how the parents are, but this one little boy, just this cute little kid, asked me, and he said, you know, how do you climb up the wall? And I decided to explain the reality of it. So I said, you know, well, they put the wall on its side, so it's horizontal. So basically, I'm crawling on the ground. And I just crushed this kid.
Yeah. Nice going. Mission accomplished. He just burst into tears. Well, I mean, there's two ways to go. You can just lie to the kid, and I'm not sure that would be good either.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was thinking about it, and by the way, me and him are cool now.
Good.
But, you know, I got back in there. It took a while. We ended up hugging. It was fun.
It wasn't Topher, was it?
No. But you know, I think the thing to do is basically lie.
Yeah, okay.
And you know, if the kid busts you, they bust you. They're like, no, you're full of it, and you go, okay, you're right, ha ha ha.
Now, I understand that you play poker, but you not only play poker, you win big money. Is that true, or is that embarrassing to hear me say that? Do you want people to know you make a lot of money playing poker? See, I'd be proud about that. If I was making a lot of dough playing poker, I'd want everybody to know.
Yeah.
Well, on the other hand, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't.
This is one of those moments, Dave.
Yeah. We'll see in 4 years. But you really have to know what you're doing when you're playing poker, don't you? It's not for chumps. It's not for beginners. You got to really be kind of smart about this.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think it's a game of skill, and there's a definite element of chance, and you know, that's kind of what separates the elite players from the average Joe.
Now, are you an average player or an elite player?
I'm a good average player.
A good average player.
Yeah.
Now, we know, we've heard that Ben Affleck, also in show business, plays poker himself. Have you ever played with Ben Affleck?
I have played with him, although I haven't seen him in quite some time.
Mm-hmm. And who's the better player, you or Ben?
I would have to say I am.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I mean, he's not here, so.
Exactly. Good to have you here.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Tell me about your, you have a daughter, about a 3-year-old daughter, is that
I
right?
do, yeah.
And is it a brand new baby boy?
We have a 7-month-old
7-month-old baby boy.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you. It's wonderful. I love being a dad.
Yeah. Were you a little apprehensive about the arrival of the second child? Because the first kid is nothing but trepidation. You're worried and worried and worried, and then you think, oh my God, now I have to worry about not only everything else, but the dynamic of the two.
You know, well, first of all, our daughter is amazing with him and has just been like a great big sister. But when she came 3 years ago, we brought her home, and the first night's just sort of strange. You bring this little baby home, and you look at each other and kind of go, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
We're parents now.
Right.
And it's a 24/7 job, which I discovered. And yeah, there's no letdown there.
Yeah.
And but with her, for 5 nights, my wife and I took turns being awake. Like literally, we wouldn't go to sleep because we wanted to watch her and make sure she was okay. She was breathing, whatever. I don't know. And then with Otis, our boy, we only did that for 2 nights. So we relaxed a bit. We relaxed. Yeah.
I would always be nervous about the first kid being kind of feeling left out when you bring home another brand new kid.
Yeah. Well, we we did all kinds of stuff. We literally wrote a book, like, just, on folded up paper about the arrival of a new child and all of that. But there are books you can buy too. They exist, but and we did a little bit of both. But it helps prepare them, like, to get them ready for it in like story form, and then she starts repeating the story and telling others, and so I think it really was helpful, actually.
Yeah, the problem that I had when my son was brand new was any kind of perspective, and what you have to keep reminding yourself is civilization has existed on this planet more or less for 3,000 years, and here we are, writing little books about the arrival of brother or sister.
Yes,
and you feel a little like a dweeb, but you can't help it.
Yeah, you can't help it. And they do survive. I mean...
Yeah, they're pretty resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Now, when did you realize that you could act? When did that happen as a kid?
When I could act, I thought I could act long before, in retrospect, I could act. Because I've gone back and looked at some of my early work and just gone like, oh my gosh, it's amazing, I got a job. But I started when I was 13 or 14, and I think when I was 16, I really embraced the idea and thought, I've found my career path.
Now,
like most 16-year-olds.
If one of your children comes to you and says the same thing, do you think, oh, they just feel this way because their dad is an actor, or really they are gifted in some way?
Well, my children happen to be extremely gifted in every way.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because I'm their dad. But I don't know. I feel like they'd be a little young at 7 months and 3 years old to be going for that. But as they get older, I'll consider whatever they want to do.
Would you encourage a career in acting?
No. I think it's their journey, and I wouldn't discourage or encourage, really.
Yeah. Do you remember something called the APGAR test? Does that ring a bell with you?
I've heard of that, yeah.
It's something for newborns.
They give you like a number. They give the kids a number.
They give you a number, yeah. And so for like the last trimester of the pregnancy, I'm fixated on the APGAR. Yeah. And I'm thinking, I want to get a perfect APGAR.
Yeah.
To this day, I have no idea what it means.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
And I guess a perfect score would be a 10. And I got a 9. Well, I didn't get the 9.
Right.
My son got the 9.
Your son got a 9.
And I got to tell you, I was crestfallen. and then finally, somebody took me aside and they said, hey, they never give out 10s.
Right.
Because if they gave out 10s, we'd be full of jerks like you wandering around here. So I felt a little better with that lie. And then what was your first job acting?
My first job acting, my first professional gig, I did something called The Opening of Rodney's Place, which was a Rodney Dangerfield special. And I was in like this little thing in between the comedians where I was a fan of Rodney Dangerfield and came out with some other kids asking if he really did that dive in Back to School, the triple Lindy. And of course, they cut to it and all this stuff. But really the funny thing is about that was the experience, and me and my mom went to Vegas, and we stayed in a hotel, and we'd never been put up in a hotel, and my mom comes down. We both had separate hotel rooms. My mom comes down and she goes, Toby, it's the most amazing thing. They leave you all these snacks and all this food in the refrigerator. Like, no, Mom, that's a mini bar. You got to pay for that.
Oh, Mom didn't realize it was not complimentary.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the ugly lessons in life.
Yes.
Do the kids know anything about Spider-Man? That's too young for them to know about Spider-Man, isn't it?
Well, Ruby, our daughter, has been aware of the character for, probably a couple years now. She was, throwing webs from her wrists and stuff. And, of course, me and my wife sort of snicker at each other like, ha ha, it'll be funny when she grows up. But she's actually seen pictures of me in the Spider-Man suit around the house, but I don't think she quite, she doesn't put it all together. She's like, look, there's Daddy being Spider-Man. But she doesn't really put it together. We were actually at a party, and I don't know, some party where was some character there or something, and she said to us, she goes, "Oh, one day I'll have Spider-Man at my party, and he'll pick me up and hold me."
Wow, wow. But I mean, you think about it, what a realization this is going to be one day for her, that my daddy is Spider-Man. I mean, for every kid in the world, to have that in your back pocket, wouldn't that be tremendous? Forget your Apgar scores. Now, let's talk about this movie Brothers. Now, are you and Jake Gyllenhaal buddies? Do you hang around together?
You know what? Jake and I have known each other for years, and we are like sibling rivals. You know,
Right.
we're buddies, and we like to compete. We play sports together.
And how then did the casting of this film come together? Was that just a coincidence, or did you work together to get in the film?
No, it was coincidence. I mean, I had heard they were talking to Jake, and it was one of the things I found appealing about it.
Yeah,
I thought it would be an
yeah.
interesting match.
Yeah. Well, it's and when you get into something like this, I went to see the film, and it just you don't see movies like this much. It's it's not a comedy. But it's certainly worth going to see because so many things. Well, yeah.
Not just comedies.
Yeah.
You know?
But I wonder, acting with a buddy of yours, and you mentioned the rivalry, does that exist in the world of acting? Can you, oh yeah, I see what he's doing, here's what I'm going to do now? I'm going to really act him now. He thinks he's acting, I'm going to act him.
I'm going to out-act him this scene.
That's right, exactly.
I'm going to beat him. You know, that doesn't really go on for me when I'm, approaching it, because I'm just thinking about, I got other things on my mind, Dave.
Right. And then you go to Afghanistan. You come back, and all of a sudden you're emaciated.
Yes.
How did you lose all of that weight? There's not much of you to lose, really, is there?
Yeah. I was losing 4 to 5 pounds a week for 4.5, 5 weeks, and it was over the holiday sort of Christmas break.
Really?
So everybody was, eating as they do during holidays, lots
Roast
of
goose.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
kinds of things, and treats and desserts and things. And I was, my wife said I was very unpleasant as I was eating very little and exercising all the time.
So really, there was no other, just no food and a lot of exercise is how you did it?
Yes.
Oh my God! Because when you come back from being overseas, there's a marked difference on the screen.
How you doing?
I'm all right, more or less. Thank you very much for being on the program.
Yeah.
I have seen this movie. And at first, did you ever see the other Great Gatsby movie with Robert Redford in it?
I did, yes. I saw it.
And so I didn't really know what to expect from this one. This is tremendous.
Thank you. Yeah.
What a nice film. And you put it in 3D, which is an unusual choice, but it works perfectly.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought so too. We did some tests early on, and I think the idea was to really create an immersive experience for the audience. And Baz Luhrmann, our filmmaker, is so good with the different elements of, music and design and costumes and cinema that he really, I think, creates a very unique experience.
I think you got your money's worth in this one.
Yeah.
It's like a fantasy land, and you really are immersed in it because of the 3 dimension. Now, what's the breakdown? Who will go see it in a regular dimension? Who will go see it in 3 dimension?
That's a good question. I recommend the 3D experience.
I do also.
Yeah.
Are all theaters equipped to show the 3D?
That I'm not equipped to answer that question.
Okay, well, if they ask you... Do you know anything about F. Scott Fitzgerald?
Yes, he's an author.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer with us, and he wrote one of the great American novels, The Great Gatsby.
Right. Among others.
Yes.
And was, like many authors of his era, a hero and tragic as all in one.
He was.
But I was fascinated and did not know it and could not prove it now that the film was not shot on Long Island, where it's set in New York City, shot in Australia.
Australia.
Well, now why?
That's right. Well, basically because of economic constraints.
Cheaper to film the thing in Australia?
That's right, exactly, yeah. So,
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, but I got to say, it was a funny phone call to film The Great Gatsby, which takes place on Long Island in New York City, to get the phone call to say, actually, we're going to shoot it in Sydney, Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
And how do they get it? Is it all CGI? What percentage of this movie is computer generated image?
Well, you know, we had sets built on sound stages. We had huge sound stages with beautifully constructed sets. And then they would just do basically set extensions. So,
I see.
You know, half of it was real and
Right,
half
then
of
they'd
it was
run
not.
it out
Yeah.
to the margins
That's
of the screen.
right. Exactly.
Well, it's wonderful to look at.
Yeah.
And the music, Jay-Z does the music.
Yeah.
And at first you think, well, we're talking about the 1930s, late 1920s, and here's 2030, but it all seems to work.
Yeah, I think it works really seamlessly. You know, you're going from jazz music of the era into hip hop, and the truth was, jazz was very happening right then, and I think Baz really wanted to give a contemporary audience the experience that the people were living at that time.
Well, it's a wonderful and I think a unique presentation of a fantastic story. It's
Thank you,
great.
yeah.
And you're in it with your buddy Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's right.
And you guys have been friends all your lives.
For a long time, 25 years, not quite all of our lives. but a
And what
while,
do you
yeah.
guys what do you do when you're doing friend stuff?
Well, I've got a couple of kids, so I'm doing that, and I'll run out for a dinner or a hangout, watch a basketball game, something like that.
How old are your kids?
6 and just about 4.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
fun.
sweet spot
Yeah,
right there,
it
my
really
friend.
is.
And Leo has no kids, and it's all about babes with him, right?
He's a good uncle to my kids.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We have, I think, a picture of when you two guys were a young. Tell us what age we're looking at there. Look at those guys. Look at them guys. There you go. How old are you guys there?
I'm pretty sure we're about 15 there, so that's about 23 years ago. And that was on the set. We're on that's like a trailer that we would use on a movie set. And that was a show, a previous incarnation of the show Parenthood.
Right.
And I actually met him, one of the first times I met him was on the audition for that show.
Did you both get the show?
Well, that's a good question. What happened actually, so we were at the audition, and it was down to like 3 or 4 of us for that part, and I was sizing up the competition. And I saw one kid who was very serious and was formidable, and I thought, that's my competition. That was not Leo.
What was Leo doing?
I looked down the hall and I saw this string bean, goofy kid throwing karate kicks. And I thought, okay, that guy does not have a shot at getting this part.
Let me see the picture again. I'm no casting director,
Yeah.
but if I look out in the waiting room and I see these two kids, I tell one of them to go home.
Yeah.
And we're not naming names, of course.
Right,
but-
no, of course.
So what's it like working in an enormous movie? This is no horsing around. There's no grab ass of this movie because there's a lot of dough in this thing. And your best friend is there. What hijinks? What do you guys
Yeah.
do?
Well, we had fun. I will say there was a day on set where Leo had to be, as Jay Gatsby, very stern with Nick Carraway. And I don't know, it was like what he had to say to me and his attitude and the blocking. He like goes up a couple of steps and like turns around very serious to me and says this stern thing. And I just started breaking up laughing. And I mean, cut to a half a day later.
Oh,
and
really?
I'm not even kidding.
One of those deals.
This is like, 15 seconds in the movie. And we're going on a half a day. And finally, I had to leave the set to shoot his side of it. And then he had to leave the set so we could shoot my side of it.
And at this point, I don't know Baz Luhrmann. Does he step in and say, "Hey, knock it off," or he don't care?
You know what?
Does he?
Well, yeah, he
didn't. What
cares
yeah.
because he's trying to corral us to get his movie made. But we're all feeling that pressure. It's that really uncomfortable thing, like you're in a hospital or church and you're laughing inappropriately, and it really does. You start to carry the sense like that, where you shouldn't be
That's never happened
laughing
here.
out loud.
None of that has
No, yeah, not a lot of inappropriate laughter.
No, not a lot of laughter. Period. Welcome to the show. You're the new Spider-Man. There you go. How about that?
That's true.
Yeah, we had your friend Emma Stone on the show a couple of nights ago.
She said she was here, yes.
Yeah, and it's a great in the film. It must be fun. And then you travel the world promoting the things. So
Yes.
you get to see exotic locations. Is that fun? Or is
Exotic hotel rooms, yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What kind of things do they ask you when you're out there on the road?
The majority, there was one question I would get continually, which was, what was it like first putting on the suit? That seemed to be the only question they were interested in.
Really? You know, that never occurred to me. But what was it like? Oh, was it? Yeah. But is it one kind of thing where you got into it and you had to stay into it all day?
Yeah, there was an element of that. Who wants to hear an actor complaining about being a superhero? You know?
Right. That's right. I thought you were damn good as the Spider-Man.
Oh, thank you very much.
All of that whipping around.
Yeah, the whipping around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, is that real or is that like electronic computer items?
It is electronic computer items for the most part.
Did you do any of it yourself?
No, there was a lot of real grounded stunts. Can we talk about LeBron for a bit?
Well, it's kind of my show.
Okay, sorry, no, fine.
Yes, of course. LeBron. You know LeBron?
I know of LeBron.
Yeah.
I was just thinking how odd that life must be, of building up to one point, and if you don't win that thing, then what happens, and how do you feel? And if you do win it, you're defined by that, and if you don't win it, you're defined by that, and then what happens to the rest of the year?
As you know, sports have always been a metaphor for life itself. So it's no different in sports than in life, period. That's why we love sports.
Is that? I wasn't aware that it was a metaphor for life. I'm fascinated by that.
Really? Did I just come up with this? Yeah, no, I just came up with this. Now, were you an athlete when you were in school?
I did a lot of. I was a gymnast, and I wanted to be a basketball player. Actually, Muggsy Bogues was my inspiration because he was as short as I was.
Yeah, he was like 5'6" or something.
No, he truly inspired a lot of young, skinny.
So you played some. Where did you go to school?
In England.
Did you play basketball in school?
No, I just in my backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to be really you can develop your game, but it's hard to be discovered in the backyard.
Yes.
Is there basketball at all in the school system of England now?
Not particularly. Yeah, yes, but I noticed LeBron didn't mention the Great British Olympic team, which I was disappointed. I was disappointed by that.
Yeah, but who knew Argentina had a team that was in it?
I didn't.
Argentina. I think I knew that Spain was a contender in the Olympics periodically. So what will you do now when the Spider-Man movie comes out? Do your parents know about it?
They got wind of what I might have been doing. But I was in London recently for the premiere, because we did obviously a bunch of premieres around the world, and there's nowhere to hide when you go home. You know,
right.
you're still the same kid.
Right. Yeah.
And it was very weird having them and all my friends who give me a hard time about being Spider-Man, which...
Why would they give you a hard time about
Because
being
what else are they going to do? Like, that's their job, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And they keep you grounded, and they keep you hating yourself.
Yeah. They keep you hating yourself. Now, will you be more in more Spider-Man movies?
If they'll have me, I'd love to. I've loved this character since I was 3, so it's truly a surreal dream come true.
Right. Well, you do a very nice job with it. I enjoyed the film, and Emma Stone and I talked about the lizard.
Yes.
And I know we're not supposed to say too much about the lizard, but the lizard is a guy who is missing an arm,
right.
And in trying to regrow his arm, he gets a little cocky and he turns into a lizard.
Yeah. It's your show.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that myself. Well, I think we have a clip here, Andrew. Do you know what we're going to see?
I think you might be seeing me apprehending a car thief.
I'm sorry, and you must have heard this. You look like this so much. Doesn't he look like the kid from Psycho? Doesn't he look like the guy? Huh?
What's his chops? Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah, Anthony Perkins.
Yeah,
you hear that all the time.
I got that. Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Why? No, it's fine.
But that sports metaphor for life is mine.
Seriously, that's a fantastic
All right, what are we
thing.
going to see here, Andrew? It's
Okay,
The Amazing Spider-Man opens July 3rd. This is going to be enormous, isn't it? What are they estimating in terms of money that this thing will make?
Like 20 million trillion, like.
Oh no, it'll be
pounds.
worldwide. This thing will probably be 500 million.
I don't
It'll be
know.
close to. I bet it's close to $1 billion when all is said and done.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Don't raise expectations like
I mean,
that.
people. What's going to happen is you're going to get the Spider-Man people come hell or high water. They're going to be there for Spider-Man, and then you're going to when people hear about it's in 3D by the way.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. You
and
appreciated
they
that.
probably got an IMAX version all.
Yeah,
polished.
yeah. I saw it in IMAX, and it helps.
Whoa.
Yeah. Indeed. Did you see Hubble in 3D? That Hubble documentary?
About the space mirror? No, I didn't see that. But I've seen other. I saw a tour of the Grand Canyon in 3D.
Oh, you did?
Or no, on the IMAX.
Yes.
On the
yes.
IMAX. But see, the question I have about 3D is it safe?
Is it safe?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, because like the next day my eye hurt.
Oh, really? Are you sure it was related?
I know, I'm not sure.
No, but
that's
it
the
could
thing
have
about being 65. You just don't know. You think, well, where did this come from? I don't know.